Okay, good evening, gentlemen. So I'm recording this session and recording put on the YouTube. Anybody have any problem, please do let me know right now. Otherwise, you can leave the meeting. Is it fine for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the exercise which you're going to do is called Ppdt. I'm going to share one picture, a hazy picture for 30 seconds. You have to observe that picture carefully. After observing the picture, you'll get 1 minute to present the details. In details, you have to write how many characters you see in the picture. Okay. It could be male, female, or a person. Person you can write with a P, female with the F, M with the male. Okay. And what is that mode? Mode will be negative, positive, and neutral. Negative with the minus, positive with the plus, neutral with the O. Okay. And whatever age you are perceiving. Okay. After that, you will get 3 minutes to write down the story. So total you get 4 minutes, 30 seconds to wind up your story. Once I ask you, please put your pen down, means you have to put your pen down. Okay. And you're not supposed to describe the picture, you have to write the story around the picture. So what has happened in the past, what is going on in the picture, what could be the likely outcome of the picture. Okay. And sit properly, don't read anything in between, you know what could go against you people, have discipline, sit straight properly in table. Sorry, table and chair format. Okay, all good? Okay, get ready the pen and paper.
Yes, sir.
Okay, gentlemen, please put your pen down. Stop writing, everyone. Stop fast. Okay, guys. So the next part is वो उठा के जो story है उसको side में रख दो, ठीक है? Not supposed to look into it. ठीक है? पीछे side में. Put it off. रबानी, क्या कर रहे हो? Don't do that यार. तुम मुझसे नहीं अपने आप से cheating कर रहे हो. I want you to.
नहीं सर, मैं स्टॉप कर दिया था।
Listen. मैं जानबूझ के आपके साथ ऐसा कर रहा हूँ. कभी कभार वहां क्या होता है, डायरेक्टली दे विल कॉल यू एंड स्टार्ट योर पीपीटी. आपको टाइम ही नहीं मिलेगा. अगर आप उसके लिए ट्रेन हो तो यू कैन मेक अ गुड स्टोरी. वहां के जो बच्चों का लेवल है उससे तो बेटर बना दोगे. आई एम प्रीटी श्योर अबाउट इट. देयर इज नो डाउट इन दैट. यस और नो?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
मुझे प्रीवियस वाले बच्चों बोलते हैं कि नहीं सर, इट रियली हेल्प्स. वहां बच्चों को तुरंत बुलाते, बच्चे स्टोरी नहीं बोल पाते, बना पाते. तुम धना बोल, बिकॉज यू प्रैक्टिस इन दैट फॉर्मेट. That's why I know it's hard, too hard, but it's okay. You learn over time, right? Okay. So the next
Yes,
part
sir.
is that one by one, each and everyone have to narrate their story. Okay. Once the last
Yes, sir.
person done with the story, you have to start your discussion, and you have to come to the common consensus. You have to find a one group story, and you have to select one group leader who's going to give the group story. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So the first will be
Yes,
Samar
sir.
Pratap Singh, second Yash, third Kuwar, fourth Balaji, five Aman, six Rabbani, seven Harshit, eight Sadanand, 9 Neil, 10 Naman. All clear? I'll repeat again.
Yes, sir.
Samar Pratap Singh, Yash, Kuwar, Balaji, Aman, Rabbani, Harshit, Sadanand, Neil, Naman. All clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good to go, guys. Start, Samar.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive two main factors. One is male.
नमन, एनर्जी के साथ थोड़ा माइक को पास ले लो, बट साउंड आपकी नहीं आती है, कम आती है. ठीक है, स्टार्ट अगेन.
years. Good evening, gentlemen. I have perceived two characters. One is male. Abhishek and Shweta are both husband-wife to each other. Abhishek was an employee in a private company, MotoGP, in the post of clerk. During COVID-19 outbreak, he lost his job and become unemployed for the upcoming months. Later, he started drinking and doing domestic violence to her wife. During domestic violence, his wife become stress and depression. Later, he started giving tuition in his home and also doing some maid type work in other homes. On looking up to this, his husband Abhishek feel insulted and he changed his lifestyles on the very next day and started helping his wife Shweta in his job. And after as time passed, Abhishek get his job and the situation became normal. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. What I have perceived is two characters in the picture. One is male and other is female. The age of male is about 45 years and his mood is neutral. And the woman's age is about 40 years and her mood is negative. Shama is a woman in a village and she has a husband named Raghu. Both run an orphanage in their village. One day, after returning from office, Raghu fell unconsciously on the bed while changing his clothes. After seeing him, Shama called doctor. When the doctor came to their house, doctor said that Raghu has a serious disease like cancer. After listening that cancer, Shama broke down into tears and she managed her all strength together and then she took very good care of her husband Raghu. And after a few months, Raghu was completely fit and they started running their orphanage at very good condition. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive two characters on the story. One is male and another is female, both in neutral mode, and both are in age around 20 to 45. Naira, a college girl who is pursuing his education in the Ppdt in computer science, and his father who is an employee in the IT company. Due to the COVID pandemic, his father lost his job, but Naira continued his education in the Ppdt. Due to upsurge in the college fees, his father didn't comply his fees, but Naira got the scholarship, and by hard work, she get well placed, and everything is fine now. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I have perceived two characters. One is female, who is of age 22, and one is a male who is of age of 45. So Priya is a college-going student who is studying in her Ppdt. So she hails from a rural background, and suddenly her father, who is a very hardworking person, Ramesh, he falls sick. They try multiple attempts for the treatment, but it was too costly, and also the hospital was very far. So during his last moments, he shares with her daughter that he have worked hard for her and have saved some money for her further education. And he tells her to take the money and do her education properly. Priya feels very sad about her father and then takes the money. She prepares very hard for the next few years for civil services exam and also completes her education in the meantime. She becomes a civil servant and then channelizes her energy for the upliftment of the villagers and also for the sanctioning of the funds for the hospital. And that's how the whole village now has a hospital, and also they don't have to go too far for the cities. Thank you.
Good evening, friend. From the picture shown to us, I perceive two characters, one female and one male, age group between 28 to 32. Rajiv was a prominent criminal advocate in Prayagraj. He was fighting a case against a criminal in the court. one day while he was coming out of the court, he got shot by the criminals and he got injury in his leg. His wife was very disappointed with this incident, and he asked him to stop fighting the case against that criminal. But he consoled his wife, and he got treated himself. And after 1 week, he got to fought the case on the same hearing day, and he won the case against that criminal and sent him to the jail for the lifetime. He, by doing this, he set an example in the society, and he was very happy with his work, and he got applauded and praised by the judge also. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In this picture, I perceive there are two characters. One is male and another is female. Both are in the age group between 25 to 28. In this picture, I perceive that Rahul is a 28 years old who work in TCS company in Delhi. Recently, he got married with Anjali, but Anjali come to know after a few months of marriage that Rahul is drinking and he not able to leave the drink. So Anjali always try to convince and conversation with Rahul that you should leave because I don't like drinking and it is not good for health also. But somehow it is not able to. It is not easy for Rahul to leave the drinking. So he went to NGO, and with the help of NGO, he asked advice from NGO and bring Rahul to Nasa Mukti Kendra. And finally, with the help of Anjali, NGO, and Nasa Mukti Kendra and proper medication, Anjali able to help the Rahul to leave their drinking habit. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In this picture, I have in this one picture, I have perceived two characters. One is male and another is female. Age is around 22 to 30, 22 to 40 years age, and the mood of female is negative and male mood is neutral. My central character is Rama, who is a NEET student, and she saw that her father is suffering from some chronic disease, and firstly she saw that the situation is not her hand, but after consulting doctors and proper medication, she saw that everything is going in his context, and after that everything is going well. Thank you.
Hello friends, according to the picture shown to us, I perceive two characters, one male and one female, and their age lie between 30 to 45. Both seem to be in negative mood. My story revolves around the character named Sony, who is female, and the action of my story is making a husband addiction free of alcohol. Sony was a wife of Ram, and Ram working in a private company, and he was an alcoholic person. So he often drink very hard, due to which he often fight with her wife Sony, and Sony was very disturbed with this. So she discussed her problem with her friend, and she came to know about the rehabilitation center. So with the help of her brother, she took Ram to the rehabilitation center, where he was treated properly for few months, and thereafter Ram got addiction free, and he continued his job, and that's why Sony was very happy. So the Ram was, and thereafter they lived happily. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. What I perceived from the story is there are two characters. The main character of my story, who is Rani, and his husband and her husband Rahul. They are both are in negative mood, and their age is between 30 to 35 years. Rahul is a quarry worker who works for a daily wages, and One day, due to the landslide in the quarry, he met with an accident and was hospitalized. He was unable to move due to the accident, and Rani, Rani, his wife, took care of him, stood bravely, and also found a job to take care of their children and their family. And after some days, Rahul got recovered and lived a happy life. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I have perceived two characters in my story. One was female, another was male. The female was in negative mood and the male was in neutral mode. The action in my story is taking care of ill husband. Visita, a graduate in bio and a nurse, one day got to know that her husband is suffering from an incurable disease. She took her to the hospital and took advice of the surgeons and doctors, but they responded in a negative way. They told her that the cure of this particular disease is very expensive and it is almost incurable. But she decided, but Vijita decided to read about that disease as much as she can. Then she got to know that there is a Ayurvedic treatment by which her husband can be cured. So she gave her a proper medication and she took care of him for a long period of time. And after that particular span, her husband got recovered, and he and the other people of the society praised her efforts and her patience and dedication. Thank you.
Picture, I perceive two main characters, one male and one female. The age group of male was between 30 to 40 years, and that of female was between 35 to 40 years. The mood was positive, and the action of my story is welcoming guests at home. So Prashant was doing job in logistics company. On Sunday morning, while he was asleep, his wife came to him and told about the guests that are going to come by the evening. So Prashant, along with his wife, went to the market and brought the grocery and all the requirements for their cooking and the things that they are required for the guests. So by the evening, the guests arrived. As Prashant was really good at cooking, so he cooked the food for the guests. The guest was actually the Prashant's colleague from his old college. So in the evening, they had their dinner and also they had a good talk. And and they also presented a warm welcome, Prashant and his wife. By the evening, the guests left happily. Thank you.
So if we correlate of our story, we find that there are mainly two characters and the relation between the two.
Yes, there
There
were
are mainly two characters.
There are two
Sir,
characters.
one is male and not good between them.
And
female
the
was
male
in
who is
I think
suffering
most of
in
us
negative
agree with
mood
the
and
who
male
is in
negative
there
same
was
mood.
relation
a
between male
neutral
and
mode.
female
Was,
is
we all
but
have seen
most
he
of
was
us
sleeping in
agree
that
with the
image,
I think from the
and
perspective, we
most
all
of us
all
made
agree
a story
protagonist of the story
that
is
is the
was
female.
female is
made
the
It is
savior.
in that part of
Gentlemen,
the
as we
most
have
of us
said
made a
and
story
we have
which was
discussed that
revolving
the
around the
story
disease
is
of
With the
husband.
forward
male is
story,
Husband
performing
was
that
his
husband
he
was
can
suffering
the
from
suffering
some
of the
disease,
chronic
and
gentlemen, if we
some
see that
disease
her
most of
due
us
to
the
agree
female
with
is
the
loss of
curing her
was
As we can
uh,
clearly see
supposed
that
to help
then
him
we have
or
to
husband.
I think
take care of her.
Okay,
Well,
gentlemen.
he met with an
Okay,
accident.
perceiving
gentlemen.
the
Story
picture.
As we
revolves
have
around
seen
this
that
particular thing.
gentlemen, we
I
have
want to
two
say
So I
that
would
from the
like to
picture
stories
suggest
we
shown
have
to us,
seen
and
that
there
the
make a
there
story
person
with
are
is
two
two
in the
options
characters.
either
negative mood,
for
so it
more
is
or
not
less
protagonist
good to
in
make
Those
the
they
same
negative
go
mood
are
for
the
the
story.
hero
job
of the
loss.
story. So
guys
we
don't
can
done
go
decide
to
that
make the
done
male
male
as
is
in
the
a very
suffering
hero of
some
our story.
disease or he
and
is
also
addicted to
Who?
something.
sometimes
Yes, you
also
are
have
on
to
mute.
take care of their
And I
family.
think
Gentlemen,
if
From the point
there
gentlemen,
is
they
all
Female
our
mood is
story are
also
similar
different.
on
husband and
I
wife.
think we have
That
male
someone is
yes,
character
you
suffering
is
are on
from
mute.
performing
The
something
point
and
our
something
story is
and
similar and
male
wife
uh,
Wife
go
of
around the two
a
person,
medical.
yes,
I
yes,
think
which
we
is
have to
basically a
we have
drinking
we agree on
habit,
the
yes,
same
yes.
which
character.
has a
I
I
agree
think
with
that
you.
the person got
Yes,
married
Yes,
yes,
you're
to
on
yes.
mute.
Rabbani, I agree
her,
on your
her
point.
So
That
Mr.
Yes,
Rambani,
go with
I
two
agree with
characters.
just a
Rambani
The
that
minute.
main character was
the male
female
can
character
who
is
was
see
addicted,
clearly
and the
addicted
wife
he is
of
is
not
alcohol, toxic
took
he
care
is
of
content.
unable to do his
his
daily
husband
activities
Friends, I suggest
properly,
that we
and
can
he
give
able
the
to.
man a more
the
I
great
prominent
man
think
role in our
uh,
stories, as we
also
can
found a
make
I
job
him
think
to
we have to
the
Along
pursue
with
hero
two
of
this,
our
we
characters,
can
story,
take his
because
family and
woman
in
is
the
seen in our
children
and
story
that
more
is
in
the
a
Gentlemen,
woman
positive
if
way.
we
who is
see
the
that
More or
children
less,
uh,
mostly
the
more or
group
less,
story conclude
everyone
that
agree with
someone is
we
suffering
can
from
the
clearly see
story
that
of addicted person.
Let's
male
move
character
forward
has
with the
one
story.
villain.
I think we
And
already
Mr.
Rabbani,
Pratap said,
Rabbani, there might
I
be a
agree on
small,
your point that
the person might
I
alcohol,
be
think
sick.
I
alcohol,
think
most of the people
she's
agree
more
with
yeah,
that
yeah,
male
yeah,
character is
definitely.
that male character is in
alcohol
actually sick
neutral
and
mood
domestic
and
violence.
Yeah,
so
he's
let's
also
see
sick.
Domestic
We can
he
violence.
was
include
sick.
in our
Yes,
male
story
is
that
addicted
yeah,
of
person
yes,
is
sir.
alcohol
I
also
am
a
saying
sick
right.
person,
let make the
not
female
mentally, physically.
in a heroic way.
And
But
female
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
and
yes.
I would
female
like
is
to
Male
not
could
suggest
be the
very.
that
main character
I
who
would
plays
like to
some
friends,
suggest
positive
we
that we
can
role
can take
not,
our story
to
it's
make
not good
her
to make
the
any
husband
alcohol
person
We
addiction
have
and
to
domestic
go.
even if
violence.
the
The
condition is not
Gentlemen,
seen
main
like
character
that.
was
female is
addicted
So
in
of
I
negative
suggest
alcohol,
mood.
that the
toxic
man is
alcohol content.
yes,
taking
yes,
rest
yes.
in his
He
bedroom,
used to
She is
beat
in
and
and
we can
negative
make
mood,
his
but
Gentlemen,
wife.
the story that he is
And
very
in
much
this
through her
frustrated with
particular
his
efforts,
work and
just
he
a
is
minute.
taking
keep
rest.
her husband
unable to
addiction
move
free.
and
She
Uh,
took
she
the
is in
help
a
of her
negative
I
mood
think
very
yes
constantly
want to add
his
something.
elder
Yes, you're
brothers
on
and
mute.
cured
Yes, you're on mute. Please,
addiction of
if you want to add something,
husband.
you can
Yes,
unmute
yes,
yourself.
you are on
okay,
mute.
friend,
yes,
from
That
many
gentlemen,
of us
was
can
suggested
my
that the
include
story is
that the
going
person
towards
is also
alcohol.
ill
Man is alcoholic
and
person, and
addicted
the
to
woman is
alcohol,
very much
and the
tense
behavior
Guys,
of a
about the
person is not
let's
husband.
come to
So
a
good
we
with
can
a
common
woman.
make
point.
the
We can
story
include
that how women
Man is
hurt
uh,
her
addicted.
man
points
Man is addicted
also,
of alcohol,
I think
drinking
you have
habits.
to
include
also
Raman,
want to
inculcating
add
or
in
some
this thing.
other
I want
points
to add
in a
due to
we
job
can take
loss.
our
story.
Due to
story.
job loss,
Yes,
he
Aman,
is
we
become
can take our
alcoholic. Due
story
to job
about
loss,
addiction.
he is become
performance very
alcoholic.
positive.
Alcohol
Gentlemen,
content
Points
and
also
She
right.
took her
Balaji's
husband
point
Good
also
point.
right,
violence.
and we can
help
poor person
Uh,
is in
inculcate
his sick mood.
we
those
can
points in a story.
choose the female character. We can
I
choose
I
think
think
female
we
character as the
also
lead
Female
add
character
character
in
is
due
our
to
in
job
story.
negative
Yes,
mood
loss.
and
female is
Due to
the
job loss, he is
main
See,
alcoholic.
female
And
is
we
in
can
main
also
negative
make
mode,
the
character.
but she can be a hero too.
like
Character
that he
some
suggested
effective
yes,
role in
husband
obviously
that to
say,
do
she
Balaji,
can
regular meditations
because
by which he
We
because
can take
She is the only
both her
person
father
who
or her
Okay,
husband
okay,
in a
female
gentlemen.
heroic way
is
and
character
or
savior.
something
As
else.
we have seen,
as the
we can
main character
conclude
of the
by
story
inculcating
because
that she,
what
the
I'm
man is
what I'm
How
addicted
she
of
saves
alcohol.
Yes,
how
man
she
is
lead
saves
our
her
addicted.
He
life.
story.
was ill.
Man is
We can lead our
Third
story
thing
with
is that
alcohol addiction
his
and domestic
behavior is
violence.
not good with
Rabbani, let's
women.
give more
Gentlemen,
action
in
of
this
the story.
picture,
After that, we
Want
will
to add
conclude
due
the
to
story.
due to
Specific
job loss.
Some more
Rabbani,
action of the
Gentlemen,
story.
Neil has said in his
mostly
story
our
that
we
stories
agree with
are
that
he has been
on
he is
suffering
suffering
in
from
some
some
same.
serious
unpleasant
I
mood.
said
Yes,
that due to
same.
job
Addicted.
loss.
so that can also
Our
be a
Guys,
story,
reason
listen to
where
me.
he's
Guys, please listen to me. Male is
I think
suffering from some disease.
I think we already done with the
Alcohol or
Friends, I want to
disease.
add a point that if we have a chance to make our story in a positive direction, then why are you taking the story in the negative direction? We can take
no,
and
no,
give some
we
prominent
can
role
yes,
to the man.
yes,
If
the
We are not
starting. The
taking
starting
it
is in a
inculcating
we
the
are
negative
ending
not
in a
mode.
positive
Starting
way.
is in a
We
negative
can
very
ending
negative
in a
direction.
no.
mode.
We
positive
can
way. We
mood
can
is
add
end
negative,
in a
but he is
positive way.
trying to show
action and
his
Man,
domestic
father.
most of the
violence
people are
We
over
can say
ending
the
on a
all the
positive
The
note.
theme is
Yes,
negative, but
So
yes.
we can
our
ending in the
efforts,
positive mode.
Yes,
But
if we
here
perceive
we
the
We
discuss
can
about
make
picture,
our
then
group story
it
by
is easy to
inculcating the
continue.
points of others,
can leave a
like
Okay, if
positive
it's,
as Balaji
if
said.
all you are
how the
agree with
woman
making
say
the story as a
type
drug
of
addicted
his
story,
wife,
then it's
his
okay.
husband,
And I
or
want
in this
to add a
particular sense,
point
we
in
can
your story
take female
that the
Gentlemen,
woman took her
firstly
to the
the
rehabilitation camp and took the help of the doctor
yes,
to
yes,
remove the
Yes,
addiction
yes, yes,
addiction
yes.
of
agree,
alcohol.
with the
Agree,
agree with
help
you,
of
Aman.
rehabilitation
We can add
center.
more
So,
points.
so
Agree with
friends,
you,
if we
we
Aman.
can
see that
Yes,
we
Aman,
can
in
we
make
can
our
same time
story
he
in such a
also
manner by
took
inculcating
the
these like
observation
direction
addiction of
well.
alcohol.
goes
Second
for
thing is
moving
illness,
from
like Balaji said, and
domestic
Naman's
violence
point is
because of
that
addiction.
but
Because
if fighting
we
alcohol,
can
then
And
who is the
adding to
hero?
it,
Is the
lady who is
female is the
suffering
hero
due
or
from
the
to
man?
domestic
job
Because
violence
fighting
loss,
because of
alcohol is the
addiction
major
of the
hero.
due to job
male
loss,
Who is
character.
the bigger
he is
So
hero?
to
In this story?
alcoholism.
she took
I
an
think
action in
Female is
direction
playing a
so
very
I
vital
think
in
the
which,
role.
by which
woman took care
the
of
Female
his
is
person
mother.
playing
can
a
leave
vital role. I
that
think we
particular
should
type
go
of
with the
As
addiction
we
female
can
and
clearly
as
see
can
a
in the
main
picture,
character.
he
be
started
able to
schooling and
live in the
he is
society
very
in a
much
proper
passionate about
manner,
his health. So,
and by which
I think
Yes,
he will
gentlemen,
be able to
if
help
we see
himself
that
and his
in the
family.
picture, then clearly shown that
So
female mood
I
is in
think we can
negative.
move
so
forward
in
with the
this
story that we have
in
already
this
corrected.
direction,
We have already decided that the female is the savior and the man is the sufferer.
Yes,
We can
yes, yes,
yes,
we
yes,
can go with the story.
Raj,
yeah, I do
yes,
agree
yes.
with
Raj,
Female is the
We
yes,
can go
Raj.
savior
with the
and
story,
man
and
is the sufferer.
We can also add that the man
Yes.
inculcates a
Man
good
is
habit in himself
sick.
by daily
Yes,
going
we
to
can.
And
cycling
we can
So
move
my
on
friends,
the
gentlemen,
positive
he
ending
we
note.
can
makes himself
include.
busy throughout the day so that he doesn't go to drug side or
And
the
she helped
thing that he
her
do.
and yes,
We
yes,
can
yes.
No,
add
And
that
listen,
she helped
to
her
Sonal,
husband to
was
get
I
We
a
can
think you
add
know
that
well
in
we
wife.
have
rehabilitation
already added
center
this
Gentlemen, this
they
point.
took
Because
picture is in firstly
he get very
to
busy in his
Already
daily
added
work,
this
so
conclude
that
that
point.
today
Gentlemen,
didn't
can
get any
Already.
time to get drink.
let us make a group story in which
Gentlemen, let's
first
come
thing
to a
is that
conclusion that
the
in the end,
There are
person
two
his wife
characters.
will
person is
notice
There
that
are
addicted
two
to
also he was
characters,
alcohol.
male and
Second
female.
thing is
yes,
Male is in
he
neutral
was
mode,
ill.
female is in
Third
negative
thing is
mode.
that
yes.
The
some
story
domestic
goes
violence
along.
also
The
occurring. So
story
we can make
yes,
our
yes.
story
You
goes
group
along
story
were
in
that
there.
such a manner
Many
Rabbani,
of the
male
parents
person
Rabbani,
the
apart
points
addicts
are
from
should
domestic
the
include.
violence
domestic
domestic
violence,
in
we
the
violence
should
is
house.
not
and
include
the
the
we
domestic
female
should
violence
not make
topic
the
character
in this
domestic
story.
violence.
and
We
the
can
and the
Everyone,
female
we can
character
please
is
stop it.
Listen to
suffering
me. Listen to me.
from.
I want to say
yes,
that
Rabbani, sir.
ignore.
Okay, gentlemen, please stop it. Please stop it. Rabbani, you have to little bit go through your videos properly. You speak so bluntly, it's kind of rude way. Okay, like I think you can go through that. There's a way of making your point, putting up your point in a professional way. Here, see, I know whatever you are is fine, it's wonderful, that's great. If you're having any kind of, argument or discussion with someone, it's wonderful, no issues. But the point is that we are there for selection. So pleasing भी करना है ना, समझ रहे हो मेरी बात? That's the truth, guys. You can't be blunt all the time, no? Okay, gentlemen, listen. No, not listening to me. एक तो वीडियो देखना पहले है. I'm not only observing this. People will you अपनी वीडियो जाके देखना एक बार, ठीक है? That's fine. So, gentlemen, I'm dividing the group into two. Yash, Kuwar, Rabbani, Harshit, Sonal. Group 1. Balaji, Aman, Sadaran, Daman, Pratap, Neil. Group 2. Group 2, please start your discussion.
Friends, as from the
Everyone, I
discussion,
think that
all
the
of the friends
main
are
character
agree
of the
to make the story
is
toward
the
the
woman,
alcoholic.
and the man. The man was met with an accident. He's a daily wage labor in the quarry. Due to the landslide, he met with an accident in the quarry, and he was injured.
Yeah,
And
Since we have taken the
yes,
outline of
Neil,
the
I am agree
story
with
that
your
the
point, but
man is
we,
going through a drug
yeah,
addict,
yes, I
and
want to
I
say
think
that many
the
people
story
discuss
matches with
that the
the
story should go like that the man is addicted to some type of drug or some type of alcohol.
story
So
matches
we
with the
should,
picture.
yes,
Yes, I agree with
yeah, story
Aman.
matching the
Then,
picture,
and
right?
we would also like to add
The
in the
lady was
story
also concerned for his health.
that
He is
how
unable
he
to move, so I think that he met with an accident.
we can
no
add
the
some more actions to the story that the man is simply addicted to the alcohol and it is lying for whole day lying
alcohol
on the bed and the woman helps her husband to get
and
a
he
job and
overcomes the habit of
yes.
Aman.
Okay, then
We can also add that
I'll
he
be with the group.
overcomes the
Then
habit of
we
over
can also
alcohol, the
mention the
usage of
points like
alcohol
going,
in his
joining
daily
in
life,
and
the consumption
rehabilitation
he used
center,
to do.
Yes.
something
And
like that.
also
Yeah.
we can add a point that the wife used to help him, and also
Help him in
he also take care
motivating
of his health.
to quit
Yeah.
alcohol and
Also
And
like that,
motivated.
smoking things. Yeah.
Yes, Amar Pratap. And she also have motivated all the time her husband that he can quit the
To quit
drinking
the
and he
alcohol
also
and
yes
everything.
and she also
To perform his
also
daily
took help
activities
her of
like before being strong, not getting addicted to
and we
alcohol
can
once again.
yes and we can
Yeah,
add
yeah.
one more
In the
action
meantime,
and
during treatment, her wife, female character encourage his husband, motivate him, and due to which, with proper support and care, he got addiction free and resume his work.
and friends I want to add
Even
one more
I
point
want to
that
add one
in
thing
we are
like the woman
we live in
also
the Indian
found a
Okay,
society
job
and
gentlemen.
so
she
that
also
Okay,
she
please
can
stop
take
it,
care of
gentlemen.
took
her
her
Okay,
husband and
parents
fine.
also
help
Fine,
children.
everyone. Everyone, please
So we
stop
can
it.
add that.
Okay, Neil, that's great. Now, group 1, please start your discussion from where the people left. Start.
I think we are already group
Gentlemen,
go to
if
with
they
the two
see that
characteristics. Yes, Arshad.
one is female is in negative mood and the person
Agree with you. Agree
is
with
in
you.
bed,
Agree with you, Arshit.
The woman is
And
he's in sick mood. Rather, he is alcohol addicted or he is suffering from some disease.
agree. We are already completed with that. We should move forward with the story.
Okay, gentlemen, we can make our group story in such a way
In the
that
concluding way.
in the concluding way in which a female in the negative mode and male is in the neutral mode, in which we
Yes,
should
after
inculcate some points like a man is alcohol habitual. Second thing is that he is ill
that he is
mentally
in
and
sick
Yes,
mood.
physically to some
Rabbani. Yes,
extent.
Rabbani.
And
We
third
are,
thing, we can, if it is possible, then we can include that he is committing some kind of domestic violence, like ignorance is
Rabbani,
also
from my
considered as a
from my
domestic
perspective,
violence.
the domestic violence should be avoided. I think we can
Yeah,
use
we
few
can make.
points. We
Yeah.
Really, the
avoid the
picture
domestic
is shown
violence.
that he is that person who is in bed, addicted or suffering from some disease, and female is in negative mode.
So we
Oh, okay,
Negative
okay,
mode,
friend.
and
And
we
how
conclude that
the man and
story.
Okay,
how
man.
female
yes,
is in the
Okay,
savior
gentlemen,
mode.
please stop it, everyone. Stop it, fine. I'm giving you last 1 minute. Discuss among yourself and immediately let me know who will be group leader going to give the group story. Start, everyone.
So
Friends,
I think
from all
gentlemen,
of us
Gentlemen,
discussed that
Guys,
the
I
story
want to
should
add
go
one
along
thing.
We
with
all
Like,
have
alcohol
concluded our
restriction.
Gentlemen, one
story.
person has added that
We all have
picture,
concluded our
the
story
husband
of
and
they were agreeing on the
addiction.
is in
Mr.
the
So
Sadanan,
in this direction, the female
group
character
story
took
is
responsibility for
Balaji,
of the
this
male
Already
character.
decided with
the
all the things.
female is in
Uh,
negative mood, but
she
if we
With
helped him
conclude
physically
the
and
story
mentally in
who
both
is story,
aspects,
then it
and
becomes
tried very
impossible.
well.
The theme of
how
the
she takes
story
care
is
of
very
her
clear to all
husband
of
and
us,
Very
so we
well
should add
to
for few more
give him
that
explanations
we
medication
have
and
like
to.
that
proper.
how
Is
woman, how the wife
Uh,
has to help her husband
she
to
she
quit the drinking,
female
and
character
made
is
an
can
Naman,
add one more
Naman, she
action
also
in
did
that.
so
some
that
kind of odd
she
jobs
helped
to make her
very
husband
well, and
We are
he
already
left
decided the
That's
story.
Gentlemen,
How
now
we
gentlemen,
please
want to
stop
lead.
gentlemen.
it.
Gentlemen,
Okay, fine.
Actually,
I
actually,
Fine,
I
feel
want
that
everyone.
that
just
Okay,
how
great.
she
all
took
our
care of
story
her
is
husband
similar
and
Stop
note.
it.
husband and
I
also
Stop
would
it,
I
would like
want
everyone.
to
to
suggest
nominate
Aman
Mr.
uh,
Sadanan
Okay,
to
guys,
speak
please stop
our.
it, everyone. Okay, Rabbani, stop it, please. Yeah, great. So, guys, who's your group leader?
so I would like to nominate Rabbani as the group leader.
Okay. All are agree with Rabbani? Anybody else?
sir, I would like to
Rabbani.
nominate Aman. Aman,
Sir, I would like to nominate Mr. Sadanan, sir, if possible.
I think I want to nominate with the
Rabbani, listen.
Rabbani.
Listen, Rabbani, see, if someone selected you, na, just keep quiet for that moment. Don't tell I would like to give this. Just wait. Okay, now wait, karo. I'll let you know later what all things you need to do. Okay, so tell me who's the group leader. Group leader, tell me.
sir, I would like to nominate Aman as group leader.
Sir, I would like to nominate Rabbani as group leader.
How many are with the Rabbani? Okay, Balaji, 3. Okay, how many are or next contestant?
Aman, sir.
Sir, Aman.
Aman. Okay,
Aman.
how many are with the Aman? I got 3. So, guys, Aman, please give the group story. Start.
Hello friends, from the picture shown to us, we perceive two characters, one female and one male. Rani was working in the TCS company. Her husband lost his job in the COVID pandemic and he got addicted to the alcohol very much. He full day lying on the bed and doing nothing. Rani was very disappointed with that situation and she decided to motivate her husband and help him to quit his drug addiction. So he helped her husband to get a new job and he all time motivated her husband. He also took help of his parents to quit the job and he also talked to his parents to help her to quit the alcohol addiction of her husband. and within 2 months her husband start progressing, and he was very much concerning toward his health, and he, because of his effort and his wife efforts, got a new job in very good company, and he totally abstained from the alcohol drink. Rani was very much happy because of her husband, seeing her husband improving very much, and she was very happy also with his efforts. Thank you.
Okay, so all are agree with the story. Anyone who's not agree with the story?
Agree, sir.
Sir, agree with
Agree, sir.
Agree. Agree.
But his story, like it was a group story.
So it was a group story.
It was a group story, sir.
Group story, sir. Because,
Okay,
my
Sabani, please give the group story.
Yes, sir. Good evening, gentlemen. In this picture, I perceive there are two characters. One is female and another is male. Both are in the age group between the 25 to 30. Rahul is a working guy who is working in a TCS company of Lucknow. Recently, he got married with Anjali. After some months of marriage, Anjali came to know that Rahul is addicted with alcohol, and Anjali shared with a family member and his friend, her friend, and he has a good conversation with Rahul that you should leave the alcohol habit. It is not good for health. It is not for good for our family and future. So you should leave her. And finally, took him to the rehabilitation center where he treated well. After within a year, he able to leave the alcohol habit and live with Anjali happily during COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
Okay, so that story was good, or like Aman's story was good?
Sir, both are similar.
both are